Hello and very welcome everyone to this particular session of the current affairs. Today we are going to learn the current affairs for 19th of June. So let's start and see that what are the things we can learn from this session and what are the knowledgeable facts we can add to our notes. So before we start, these are the topics we are going to learn from this particular day. It includes international news, some national and state news, finance news, defense, science and technology news, sports news, important days, appointments and resignations, summits and conferences. I also added awards and recognitions. And at last, I'll summarize all the topics for you so that we can see that what are the things we can learn. The images used in our slide deck are for educational purpose only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. So, first news that we are having today is coming from the India's refusal to sign Ukraine declaration at Swiss conference. So, India chose not to sign the final communique at the summit on peace in Ukraine hosted by Switzerland. The decision was influenced by India's strategic relationship with Russia, its primary defense suppliers. Moscow absence from the summit was a significant factor in India's decision. India believes that Russian involvement is crucial for any lasting peace agreement involving Ukraine. So India has backed out from the signing this document, and right now India is basically saying that Russia should be there as if we need to sign this particular pact because the Russian involvement should be very important for this lasting peace agreement. But as it was not there, Russia was not there, so India backed out in signing the particular declaration that should be there for declaring peace between Ukraine and Russia. Just to add, the Ukraine Russia dispute started in 2022 and it's been 2.5 years that this dispute is going on, and still they are fighting for the particular type of ports and areas. And let's see that India's stance on that is that it should not be done with the help of war but should be done with the help of diplomacy. And right now the particular summit on peace is being held in Switzerland to hold peace between Ukraine and Russia. Center extends DHIS by a year till June 2025 to digitize patients' health record. So basically, the government of India has extended the digital health incentive scheme by year until 30th June 2025, aiming to digitize patients' health records and integrate them with Ayushman Bharat digital health account. So it is a very excellent point of view that the government of India wants to record all the data regarding the health deprivation in the patients under the Ayushman Bharat digital health account. Hospital receive 20 rupees per patient for digitizing health records and linking them with Ayushman Bharat digital health IDs, with both the government and private hospital eligible for incentives. State and union territories must report on fund utilization directed towards enhancing digital healthcare infrastructure with guidelines issued by the National Health Authority. Over 633 million ABHA IDs have been generated nationwide, with 4,005 healthcare facilities registered for the scheme and 34 crore rupees disbursed to hospitals for effective utilization. So for this purpose, Center has extended the DHIS by the year till June 2025. Let me add to this point. So Indian government has started this thing so that the government has particular data of every person regarding their health diseases, and so that the particular type of schemes and things can be done according to that data. Assam Secretariat becomes the India's first eco-friendly state government headquarters. So recently, what has happened, guys, that the Assam Secretariat becomes the India's first eco-friendly state government headquarters with the inauguration of 2.5 megawatt solar power projects on the campus of Janta Bhavan in Dispur, Guwahati. The Secretariat complex will now run solely on solar power installed at rupees 12.5 crore. The grid connected rooftop solar power plants will save rupees 30 lakh every month in electricity bill. From July 2024, ministries and officials residing in official quarters will pay their electricity bill, ending a 75-year-old practice. So from now on, the Assam government or Assam Secretariat is now moving towards the green energy, as the Secretariat complex will now run solely on solar power that is installed at rupees 12.5 crore. And for that the point is that they can save 30 lakh every month in electricity bill, and also the ministers and officials now have to pay their electricity bill, that they are ending the 75-year-old practice that is being there, that they should not pay any kind of bills. PM Modi inaugurates new campus of Nalanda University in Bihar. So basically, when we talk about the Nalanda University was built by um, particular people during the time of ancient India. And if we talk about Nalanda University, so it was one of the oldest university in the world, apart from Takshashila University. Overall, if we say Takshashila University was the oldest university. Later, when the Delhi Sultanate period was about to started, then Bakhtiyar Khilji came and he destroyed the Nalanda University when he was going to Bengal for reigning their rule in Bengal. So at that time, Nalanda University was ended. Nalanda University was established by Kumar Gupta and he was the king of Gupta dynasty. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the new campus of Nalanda University on June 19th. University is located near ancient ruins of Nalanda in Rajgir, Bihar. PM Modi highlighted Nalanda as a symbol of India's academic heritage. He emphasized the enduring nature of knowledge represented by the institution. So, for this purpose, PM Modi has inaugurated the new campus of Nalanda University. IFC to finance US dollar 105 millions to Brookfield 550 megawatt solar projects in Bikaner, Rajasthan. So recently, the International Finance Corporation, they have committed 105 US dollar, 105 million US dollar to part finance a 550 megawatt peak solar power projects in Bikaner, Rajasthan, developed by Brookfield Asset Management Limited. This marks IFC's first investment in Asia and the Pacific using a hybrid offtake structure, selling solar powers to commercial and industrial consumers under the Corporate Power Purchase Agreement and merchant markets. Brookfield will offer solar power at competitive tariffs to C&I consumer across India, contributing significantly to India's decarbonization goals. The project is expected to annually mitigate greenhouse gas emission by 8,04,408 tons of carbon dioxide, equivalent to removing over 1,73,680 cars from the road. So that is a big thing. Recently, if we talk about the environment index, then India's position was not good among the 186 country, as India's particular contribution to the green energy and environment was very low according to that data. But now, as we can see that IFC is to finance US dollar 105 million. Now the particular projects will be there in Bikaner and it will help to curb a lot of greenhouse gases, as you can see in this particular statement. RBI cancels license of Purvanchal Cooperative Bank up from UP. Reserve Bank of India has cancelled the license of Purvanchal Cooperative Bank, Gazipur, Uttar Pradesh, due to lack of adequate capital and earning prospects. So the Purvanchal Cooperative Bank, they have the lack of capitals and earning prospects. That means they don't even have the particular ideas that what and how they can particularly create the capital. So for that purpose, their particular license has been cancelled, and the commissioners for corporation and registrar of cooperative societies Uttar Pradesh has been requested to issue an order for winding up the bank and appoint a liquidator. The liquidation age depositor would be entitled to receive deposits insurance claim amount of his or her deposit up to rupees 5 lakh from the Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation. Purvanchal Cooperative Bank has been prohibited from conducting the business of banking, including acceptance and repayment of deposits. So remember that particular this bank, the license has been cancelled, and now RBI will take care of everything from what they should do regarding the customers, that how they can get their compensation back. Fitch Rating raised India's GDP growth projection to 7.2% for the financial year 25. So, global rating agency Fitch Rating has raised its projection for India's gross domestic product growth by 20 basis points from 7% to 7.2%. The projection is driven by improving consumer spending and increasing investment, with India's GDP growth for financial year 26-27 remaining unchanged at 6.5% and 6.2% respectively. The report raised the global growth forecast in 2024 to 2.6 from 2.4%, backed by increasing confidence in Europe's economic recovery and strong domestic demand across emerging markets. So, all the banking students, please remember that this is again another important GDP forecast that is being done by Fitch Rating. So, we have learned 7 to 7.2% by RBI. Goldman Sachs and Moody's, they are saying that it should be 6 to 6.8, and now Fitch Ratings is saying that it would be 7.2% for the current financial year. Fitch estimated the inflation will decrease to 4.5% by the end of 2025, with the Reserve Bank of India expected to cut policy interest rates by 25 basis points to 6.25% for financial year 25. So remember all these points here. Dhanlakshmi Bank appoints Ajit Kumar KK as MD and CEO. So recently Ajit Kumar KK has been appointed as the Managing Director and CEO of Dhanlakshmi Bank. His term will start on June 20 and will last for 3 years. Ajit Kumar KK has 36 years of experience at the Federal Bank covering key banking domains. And he's currently the Chief Human Resource Officer at Federal Bank, holding the Bank of President. So remember, the Dhanlakshmi Bank has appointed Ajit Kumar as the MD and CEO, and soon it will be approved by the RBI also. And now, basically, he had experience of 36 years with Federal Bank. Federal Bank is the same bank which has introduced the a chatbot that is known as Fedi. IFC investment in Brookfield Bikaner solar power project. We just discussed about this one, that International Finance Corporation has committed to invest $105 million to Brookfield Bikaner solar power project. The investment is approximately 871 crore. The funding will be in the form of non-convertible debentures. The investment aims to support the expansion of renewable energy infrastructure in India. So remember this thing, that IFC has particularly invested in India's project, that is the Brookfield Bikaner solar power project. HAL received RFP from MOD for 156 light combat helicopter worth rupees 45,000 crore. So on 17 June, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited in Bangalore received a request for proposal from the Ministry of Defence to procure 156 light combat helicopters Prachand at cost rupees 45,000 crore. So HAL, that is a new Navratan company that has been inducted into the Navratan company recently, and now they have received a request from the Ministry of Defence to particularly give 156 light combat helicopter Prachand helicopters. So under this, new order has been given to Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. RFP was issued under the Regulation 30 of the Securities and Exchange Board of India under the Regulation 2015. Out of the 156 LCHs, 90 are designated for the Indian Army and 66 for the Indian Air Force. LCH Prachand, designed and manufactured by HAL in collaboration with French engine maker Safran, is the first indigenous multi-role combat helicopter with advanced features like glass cockpit, composite airframe structure, and ability to operate at high altitudes like the Siachen Glacier and eastern Ladakh. So for this purpose, HAL has received RFP from MOD. Ukraine launches unmanned system forces world's first stand-alone military branch for drone system. So recently, the armed force of Ukraine officially launched unmanned system forces, a new standalone military branch aimed to support and develop unit of unmanned system. So basically, they are creating a new type of drones that will be unmanned, And for this purpose, the armed force of Ukraine has officially launched the unmanned system forces. Ukraine has become the first country in the world to establish a military branch dedicated to the drone systems. So basically, the purpose behind this is that as the war is going on and it requires a lot of personals, military personals, to lose their life, and to secure that thing, they have introduced this kind of force that is called the particularly dedicated to the drone system. The former deputy commander in chief of armed forces of Ukraine, Colonel Vadim Sukhravasky, has been appointed as the first commander of the USF. The branch will be tasked with providing units with drones their support, recruiting training specialists, and planning military operations involving unmanned system. So under this, the Ukraine has launched the unmanned system forces. MRU installs GNSS receiver in partnership with ISRO. So Manav Rachna University has become the first university in Delhi, National Capital Region, to install Global Navigation Satellite System (GNSS) and Space Weather Laboratory at its campus in collaboration with the National Atmospheric Research Laboratory. The installation of GNSS receiver at MRU enables multi-parametric data collection across various atmospheric and space parameters, significantly enhancing research capabilities in atmospheric sciences and related fields. Setup includes GNSS receiver, antenna, 30 M radio frequency, laptop, and iron mast. The GNSS receiver is integrated into the NARL, now North-South chain of receivers, contributing to critical studies on weather, climate, space weather, and planetary ionospheres. So for this purpose, the recently MRU installed GNSS receivers, and recently is particularly the Meteorological Department of India, the IMD. They are also collaborating with the Department of Dominican Republic so that they can create more meteorological data and more meteorological capabilities for further use in future. Delhi Airport launched India's first self-service mechanism for check-in luggage. So Delhi International Airport launched a self-service mechanism. The system allows passenger to drop luggage, collect tags, and print boarding passes. So it is a kind of a system in which you just need to drop the luggage, you just need to check in with your ticket, and you will get the boarding pass and also the tags regarding your luggage. Around 50 self-service backdrop units have been installed at Terminal 1 and Terminal 3. The service is available for passengers of Air India, Indigo, and Air India Express. So next time when you are flying with Air India, Indigo, and Air India Express, you must try this service so that you get to know particular what this thing is. And also, if you can use DigiYatra, that would also enhance your um, experience at the airport facility. Dhruva Space Thibault satellite complete 15,000 orbits. So Dhruva Space, a Hyderabad-based startup that is a private space agency, have completed its maiden mission with Thibault 1 and Thibault 2 satellites. The satellites have successfully deorbited after completing 15,000 orbits around Earth. They were launched aboard ISRO's PSLV C-54 in November 2022. This achievement marks significant milestone for Dhruva Space. So remember, Dhruva Space, it is another space agency that is working in the field of private space agency. Sumit Nagal finishes as runner-up at ATP Challenger 125 Perugia. So Indian tennis player Sumit Nagal finishes as the runner-up in men's singles at the International D Tennis Città di Perugia 2024, held in Perugia, Italy. Luciano Daderi won the men's single title by defeating Sumit Nagal in the finals. With this victory, 26-year-old Sumit Nagal has reached a career-high ATP singles ranking of 71, securing 777 ATP points. Sumit Nagal will be the only Indian participating in the men's singles event at the 2024 Paris Olympics and is set to compete in the main draw of the 2024 Wimbledon in July 2024. So remember Sumit Nagal, he finishes as a runner-up at the ATP Challenger 125 Perugia. Just to add, recently in French Open, Carlos Alcaraz, a new sensation in tennis from Spain, has won. And apart from him, from Italy, if we talk about another name that is coming in the tennis federation these days, that is Jannik Sinner. Virat Kohli reclaims the top spot as India's most valued celebrity brand. So recently, the cricketer Virat Kohli has reclaimed the top spot as India's most valued celebrity brand. According to the celebrity brand valuation report, Kohli has the brand value is $227.9 million. This marks 30% increase from his brand value of 176.9 million in 2022. Kohli's brand value highlights his significant influence and marketability. So, for that purpose, remember the name Virat Kohli, the former captain of the Indian cricket team, and now he has been valued as the most valued celebrity brand in India. Indian national ultimate frisbee team wins silver at 2024 Asia Oceanic Championship in Japan. So recently, Indian national ultimate frisbee team finished as the runner-up at the Asia Oceanic Beach Ultimate Championship. They lost to Philippines in the finals with a score 9-12. This is the historic milestone as team reached the finals in the first time. Tournament features 16 teams from across Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. So remember, India's national ultimate frisbee team won silver at 2024 Asia Oceanic Championship in Japan. Where it was held? It was held in Japan. The next Asian Games are also going to be held in Japan. International Day for Countering Hate Speech 2024. So, the United Nations International Day for Countering Hate Speech is annually observed on globe across the globe on 18th of June. What is hate speech? When some speeches are given so that to provoke some community and some people, so that particularly a kind of a hideous and a kind of a hatred can be generated or provoked in the society. So for this purpose, that is called hate speech. So the day to commemorate the countering hate speech is 18 June. The day aims to promote inter-religious, intercultural dialogues and tolerance in countering hate speech. 18 June marks the observance of the third International Day for Countering Hate Speech. The theme of the International Day for Countering Hate Speech 2024 is the power of youth for countering and addressing hate speech. Sustainable Gastronomy Day, 18 June. So 18 June is the day to counter hate speech, as well as it is the day that is dedicated to the Sustainable Gastronomy Day. That is 18 June to raise public awareness about gastronomy, the art of food. Annual observance of days led by United Nations Education, Science, Scientific and Cultural Organization, that is UNESCO. UNESCO's 46th session is going to be held in India, Delhi, in July. Resolution recognizes gastronomy as a cultural expression tied to global natural and cultural diversities. First ever Sustainable Gastronomy Day was observed on 18 June 2017. Another one, Autistic Pride Day, 18 June. So, Autistic Pride Day is observed across the globe on 18th of June to promote awareness about the understanding and acceptance of autism spectrum disorder, a neurological and development disorder that affects communication and social interaction. So, you must have seen a lot of children these days. They are suffering from this particular disease, or you can say disorder, that is a neurological disorder. Sometimes people call it a kind of a disability, but no, it is not. When you can see the environment these days, the ecosystem these days, as the students and the children are continuously engaged with phones and they are not interacting with the parents and other people, so that causes the autism spectrum disorder. And for that purpose, the 18th of June is dedicated to this particular day. This year 2024 marks 20th anniversary of Autistic Pride Day. The theme of this day is taking the mask off. The day is characterized by the rainbow infinity symbol representing neurodiversity and pride movement. International Picnic Day. So International Picnic Day is annually observed across the globe on 18 June. So 18 June is International Picnic Day, as well as Autistic Pride Day, as well as Sustainable Gastronomy Day, as well as the Countering Hate Speech Day. So all these days are covered under this. Now let's talk about International Picnic Day. So International Picnic Day is observed on 18 June to celebrate the tradition of meals taken outdoors in a park, lakeside, or any spot with a beautiful view. Observance also celebrates the beauty of nature, strengthen family bonds, promote an active lifestyle, and foster a sense of togetherness. The word picnic originates from the French word pique-nique, a very informal meal eaten in the open air. In 2009, the Guinness World Book of World Record recognizes the biggest picnic held in Lisbon, Portugal, that is in Europe, where more than 20,000 people participated in that event. International Day of the Elimination of Sexual Violence. So 19th of June is the day, marks the International Day for the Elimination of Sexual Violence. Just to connect, 19th November is the International Men's Day. The day aims to raise awareness about sexual violence during the wars and conflict. It focuses on finding ways to stop these terrible crimes. The observance highlights the global efforts to address and eliminate sexual violence in conflict zones. So remember, the elimination of sexual violence, 19th of June, is dedicated to this day. British actor Theo James appointed as UNHCR's Global Goodwill Ambassador. So recently, United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees have named British actor, producer, model Theo James as its new Global Goodwill Brand Ambassador. Theo James has been a high profile supporter of UNHCR since 2016, supporting their work through field visits, fundraising events, and lending his voice to the campaigns. He went on his first UNHCR field mission to Greece in 2016, learn about the work of UNHCR and the refugee situations. In 2019, he lent his voice to the video for UNHCR high-level segment on statelessness, highlighting global efforts to combat statelessness under the I Belong campaign to end statelessness. Recently, according to UNHCR report, the particular country that provides the number of refugees also is the Iran. And apart from that, some other countries were also included like Pakistan, Turkey in the top list. Bonn Climate Conference concludes in Bonn, Germany. So, mid-year climate discussion in Bonn, Germany recently concluded. The conference saw limited progress, raising concerns for the upcoming 2020 COP29 summit. COP29 will be held in Baku, Azerbaijan later this year. The discussion highlighted the challenging road ahead for the global climatic actions. COP28 was held in UAE. Remember that. Siddesh Sakor, Indian farmer from Maharashtra, named Land Hero by UNCCD. So, Siddesh Sakor, a farmer from Kendur village, Maharashtra, founder of Agro Rangers, has been named as the Land Hero by the United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification on World Day to Combat Desertification and Drought on 17th June. Sakor, along with 9 others, was recognized for his work in restoring land, boosting resilience to drought, and developing sustainable agriculture businesses. The program highlights the land degradation affects up to 40% of world land and nearly 50% of world's population. The new program was launched to train youth negotiators to become future decision makers on land drought issues, aiming to train youth negotiators from over 30 countries. Ahead of the 16th Conference of Parties to the UNCCD in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia in December 2024. So remember, Siddesh Sakor has been named as the Land Hero by UNCCD. Kotakal Arya Vaidya Sala celebrates honorary doctorate for P. Madha Vankuti Warrior. So, Mr. Warrior, managing trustee and chief physician of Kotakal Arya Vaidya Sala, received honorary doctorate of science degree. The degree was awarded by the Kerala University of Health Sciences. Institute celebrates this significant achievement. Kotakal Arya Sala is a renowned Ayurvedic institution. So remember this point as well. Filmmaker Vinod Ganatra honored with Nelson Mandela Lifetime Achievement Award. Recently, Vinod Ganatra, an eminent children's filmmaker, received the Nelson Mandela Lifetime Achievement Award. Nelson Mandela was a renowned movement activist from South Africa, and on his name, the lifetime achievements are given for the people who are working in the field of social activism. He is the first Indian to confer with this prestigious award. The award was presented at the 7th Nelson Mandela Children's Film Festival. Ganatra was recognized for his outstanding contribution to the children cinema. Wildlife filmmaker Subaya Nalamuthu, we discussed about him in the last session also, were honored with V. Santaram Lifetime Achievement Award. So, Subaya Nalamuthu, a renowned wildlife filmmaker, received the 18th V. Santaram Lifetime Achievement Award. The award recognizes his contribution to not feature and wildlife documentary filmmaking. It was presented by Union Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting, Al Murugan. The ceremony took place at 18th Mumbai International Film Festival in Mumbai, Maharashtra. So let's just revise that what we have learned so far. So India's refusal to sign Ukraine declaration at Swiss conference. Center extends GHIS by year till June 2025 to digitize patients' health record. Assam Secretariat becomes the India's first eco-friendly state government headquarter. PM Modi inaugurates new campus of Nalanda University in Bihar. IFC to invest $105 million in Brookfield's 550 megawatt solar projects in Bikaner. RBI cancels license of Purvanchal Cooperative Bank. Fitch rating raised India's GDP growth projection to 7.2%. Dhanlakshmi Bank appoints Ajit Kumar KK as MD and CEO. IFC investment in Brookfield Bikaner solar power project. HAL received RFP from MOD for 156 light combat helicopter Prachand worth rupees 45,000 crore. Ukraine launched unmanned system forces, world's first standalone military branch for drone system. MRU installs GNSS receiver in partnership with ISRO. Delhi Airport launches India's first self-service mechanism for check-in luggage. Dhruva Space Thibault satellite completes 15,000 orbits. Sumit Nagal finishes as runner-up at ATP Challenger 125 Perugia. Virat Kohli reclaims top spot in India's most valued celebrity band. Indian national ultimate frisbee team wins silver at 2024 Asia Oceanic Championship in Japan. International Day for Countering Hate Speech 2024 18 June. Sustainable Gastronomy Day 2024. Autistic Pride Day 18th of June. International Picnic Day 18 June. International Day for Elimination of Sexual Violence on 19th of June. British actor Theo James appointed as UNHCR Global Goodwill Ambassador. Bonn Climate Conference 2024 concludes in Bonn, Germany. Siddesh Sakor, Indian farmer from Maharashtra, named Land Hero by UNCCD. Kotakal Arya Vaidya Sala celebrates honorary doctorate for Madhavankuti Warrior. Filmmaker Vinod Ganatra honored with Nelson Mandela Lifetime Achievement Award. Wildlife filmmaker Subaya Nalamuthu honored with V. Santaram Lifetime Achievement Award. And that's it in this session. I hope you learned a lot of things and a lot of facts and knowledge, and also it has enhanced your notes in current affairs. So we will meet once again in next session. Till then, bye bye. Take care everyone and see you soon.